What's going on, guys? Ronnie here with the Local Losers. I'm working on the BRZ today. So I've been really busting butt on this thing for the last couple days, a week, and I'm really close to being finished. One big thing is the intake manifold's off over here. I got it all painted up, looking nice, but I need some special bolts for my knock sensors. So they're on their way. We can't get the clutch to work because it has a T56 style slave cylinder, and you need a 3/4 inch bore master to make that thing work. So it moves it just doesn't move it enough. I also got the exhaust done. It looks horrible, but it's just temporary until we can get some headers built, and then we're gonna do a full 3-inch duals all the way out. But yeah, I filled the transmission with fluid right now. We're getting ready to fill the engine with oil. And then we're gonna put the radiator back in and get the front end back together and test this thing for coolant leak. And then fill it up with coolant. And then once the intake manifold gets here and the clutch master, we'll get those in and this thing's ready to go basically to the dyno. Get the Haltech here, or the laptop, Bo has it. But get that here and set up the Haltech, and then bye-bye BRZ, dyno time. So I'm gonna set you guys up, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this oil change. I already swapped the filter. I just had to go get a one of these rubber gaskets here. It didn't have one. So I checked it for drain, but I had already drained it, which I kind of figured because I had to beat this pan out. It was really dented. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this guy up. And then 14 underneath you. Tighten this up. She good? Now down. This is a boring part, you can fast forward. I don't know what you guys can see. But I painted the valve covers and the timing covers when I did the timing belt. So it's got a new timing belt, new water pump, new everything, really, for being honest. Bunch of new stuff. So let's go ahead and make the risky pour. We're gonna funnel it. I won't be a bitch. Give me a second. So here we go. So I have 5 quarts. Oh, this was 5 quarts. I have 6 quarts. This was 5 quarts. I don't know how much this thing takes, so we need to check it. But to go over this again, it is 3UZ out of a 2003 Lexus LS 430 or SC 430, something like that. CD09, Collins adapters kit, custom drive shaft, stock BRZ rear end. I made custom motor mounts. It's run a stock BRZ radiator. We'll put that here in just a second. Yeah, it's pretty simple. All stock power, no power adders, no modifications to the motor, just terrible exhaust. So might make less than stock. We're hoping it makes more. So 5 quarts seems to be plenty. I also don't know how good this dipstick is, because this dipstick is from a 1UZ, and I had to modify it to fit this. So it may or may not be enough oil. We're gonna have to do a quick Google search, see how much this thing takes, but it's enough to make stuff happen for now. So that's oil in and done. To continue going over stuff, it's got a Haltech 2500 Elite in it. I wired it up with their harness that they sell. And yeah, that's really about it. It's pretty simple as far as V8s go, and V8 swaps. So we will see how it does. Factory, this thing makes 290, the motor, not the car. The motor makes 290 horsepower and 320 foot-pounds of torque, something like that. I'm hoping for 300. I don't think it's gonna do it with these headers. If we make 280 wheel horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque, I'm completely happy. The torque is what I really want. The closest we can get to 300, the happier I'll be. But yeah, let's go ahead. I'm gonna pause and go get all the stuff for the front end. Okay, I got the radiator. I went ahead and painted my little fan shroud black. I'm gonna drop this guy in. He doesn't fit the best. I have to kind of snake him in here somehow. I don't remember how. This seems to be working. Maybe not. Okay. I know it fits because I just took it out. There we go. Drop her in our little pins. And these are what hold it on. The wrong one. Boom. And boom. Gotta find the screws. These are them. 2, 3, 4. Said screws, I meant bolts. So this is a Megan Racing dual pass radiator. So hopefully it'll be good enough. And then we have SPAL fans on it. And then I made the shroud, as I kind of mentioned earlier. Yeah, I gotta wire up the fans. That's one of the other things on my list. So what's left on my list is very short, which is super nice. Wire the fans. I have to create a shifter. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I got to cut the rear for the wide body. It has nothing to do with anything else. And bleed the clutch. And I think that's the end of our list, which is super awesome. So there's the radiator in. Now, I'm gonna put this guy in here. He goes in front of the radiator. He slots down there, boom, just like so. The rest of my bolts here to hold this guy in. Hose is on. All right, I went ahead, made this bracket to hold my filler guy on. Clamps are on, still gotta deal with wiring. But yeah, it's looking really good. It's looking really good. We just need to put the vacuum tester on here and vacuum this thing down, make sure it'll hold coolant. What was I gonna show you? The shifter. So let's go ahead and go inside. I got both seats in. I got the interior all back together yesterday. So here's the dash. The ECU's up in here. Little bit of weird panel there, but center console fits, both seats. And here's the shifter. So here's the problem. You can see how far back it is. So I want to make like an offset to bring it forward and then up. And that boot will be like that. And that'll be perfect. So, and I'm hoping we can run the factory shift knob. Not that this is made to be, you know, factory look, but I think if it looks factory and works factory right now, that would be pretty stinking cool. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this coolant filled up. That's my update. Before it goes to the dyno, I will definitely get a video for you guys, hopefully of it running. And then once it comes back from the dyno, I'm not gonna be doing that on this car. I know I tuned the Skyline with Will, but I'm just gonna give it to him and let him deal with the BRZ. I have Garrett's Skyline here that I need to be working on. So give this car to Will. Will will deal with it, we'll get it back. It'll be a good running car. And then we'll be working on Garrett's Skyline in that time. So yeah, anyways, thanks for hanging out. Probably a short video, but we'll see you guys next time.